Mm. Oh, hey there. You're not that random skeleton I saw in going into the security office. I won't blame you for anything, but I'm here to tell you something. You see, Security Breach 2 has finally released. So now, I guess I'll join in with the FNAF series and talk about the timeline of Five Nights at Freddy's, how it all began. For Security Breach Part 2, it's basically gotta be like the sequel of Security Breach. So now, I'm going to tell you guys the timeline of Five Nights at Freddy's, how it all began, and how it all started. This will be a multi-part ending because I do not want to waste any storage on my phone, so let's do this. So we can all agree that pretty much it begins at Fredbear's Family Diner, where it had two animatronics, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. Basically, these two animatronics were golden animatronics, and they had special suits called Spring Locks, which would activate both as animatronic and a costume. It was made by two people called Henry and William Afton. They were both best friends. However, pretty much one day, that all changed. Henry had a wife and a daughter named Charlie, and William Afton had a mother, a daughter, and two kids. The daughter's name was Elizabeth. The brother was Michael, and the kid's name was just plain Mike. So William Afton and Henry built the pizzeria, and that's when things were going good. However, the older brother would scare Michael, Mike, just for fun, with a foxy mask he made up. Apparently, yeah. He and his friends made up these masks and they named them Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy. Those characters didn't exist yet, but they will soon. Anyways, so if Mike being afraid, he always had his Fredbear plushie to comfort him. Though he felt like the Fredbear plush could actually talk to him. And then, pretty soon, this week would be the last week. 5 days before the party, Fredbear plush was talking to Mike, who basically just was wandering around his room. He was looking for his plushies, who he called his friends. As you can see, these are the plushies who would soon come to exist later. The foxy head was gone because Michael decided to rip it off and use it as a mask. Four days before the party, Mike was free from his room and was hoping that things would go well. That is until Michael jump scared him and him once again. 3 days before the party, Mike was left alone at Fredbear's Family Diner, where apparently he wanted to leave so bad that he decided to run towards the exit. Mike went the wrong way, but then he was reminded what he saw. He realized what he had to do, but it was too late. The cashier, who was in the Fredbear costume, was pretty much trapping him. You see, Mike had an incident where he saw Fredbear with an employee inside him. He couldn't believe it. I would too, because a couple years ago I saw someone inside a Chuck E. Cheese costume. Anyways, is because of that, Fredbear was no longer a cute bear who wanted to help. Who wanted to be nice. Instead, he was someone who was pretending not to be. And he even saw his dad making an employee put on some kind of Spring Bonnie costume. The two characters were just a lie to him, all just made up just to make him have fun. The second day when it happened again, Mike decided to get out now. Oh, he then Minecraft sprinted to the doorway where he was free and met a couple of friends. This girl who had a Spring Bonnie toy. This random woman who somehow knows about the building Stark secrets. This guy who would later be part of some kind of incident. And this person with the balloon, who would probably later be known as someone who goes by the name BB. Mike thought he was in the clearing when he got back home, and went to see his sister's room, realizing she was gone. He searched around everywhere but couldn't find her, so he decided to head back into his room. The last day before the party, he was trapped in some kind of parts and service room where he saw all the animatronics inside. Then it finally happened. 0 days until the big day. The day this happened. Apparently, they were outside in the sun for so long that Michael and his friends got their skin all darkened. They painted their eyes, but the green one didn't want to paint his eyes either, and just decided to put him in him and pull a simple prank. They wanted to prank him to make him never want to come back to Fredbear's again. But that's where things go wrong. Instead of giving Fredbear a big kiss, they decided to just shove him inside his mouth, which is where you know what happened next. Psst, here's a secret. Oswald Freddy Bonnie was here. Spring Bonnie then yelped out, "Was that the bite of 87? A couple years later, Michael still felt bad for what happened to his old little brother Mike, and decided to do everything he can to make things right again. There, he took the job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where he disguised his name as Mike Schmidt. You see, after the incident, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie were put away, and Michael Afton was basically working at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, disguising his name as Mike Schmidt to hide his true name. There, little did he know, something bad happened there. When his little brother died, William Afton knew what to do. If Freddy's was gonna take kids from him, then he was gonna take kids from Freddy. That's where the 5 kids went missing. One of them being Mike's only friend, Cassidy, who then became a copy of Freddy Fazbear, who only has a rare chance of showing up. Fun fact, in Ultimate Custom Night, if you put in the year 1983, I think, it would automatically trigger a jump scare of Golden Freddy. The phone guy even mentions the bite of 83. Yeah. Pretty much, Mike Schmidt took the night job. However, on the 4th night, he realized that these animatronics are not really what they seem. On the 4th night, Michael just is didn't realize what he had become through it. The fourth night, he realized the truth of these things.
Oh, hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm going to try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. Yeah, I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
The phone guy dies because apparently he ran out of power and Freddy Fazbear got him on him. But little did Michael Afton know this wouldn't be the last phone call he would get. Because on his 5th night, he would As soon as that happened, Michael Afton knew that something was wrong with this place. So, he decided to tamper with the animatronics AI to make them less aggressive. That only got him fired for not being a proper mechanic and for odor, apparently. Next was Five Nights at Freddy's 2. After the old location was closed down, the animatronics got remodeled into the pre-litter animatronics, where apparently tragedy
Hello and
took
welcome
place.
to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's
Because
Pizza.
apparently, guess what?
I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here to help you get started down this new and exciting career path.
Basically,
Now, I want you to forget
racist
anything
to
you
the
may
color
have heard
green.
about the old
Because one
location.
girl named
You know,
Charlie,
some people
the
still
same
have a
Charlie
somewhat
who
negative
basically starred
impression
in
of the
Peanuts and
company.
Thomas and Friends. Fun fact,
That
the
old
girl's
restaurant
daughter's name
was
is Charlie.
kind of left to rot for quite a while.
Basically,
but
she was the
I
only one
want
who
to
could
reassure
afford
you,
the Xbox
Fazbear
original.
Entertainment is committed to family
Hence,
fun
she
and
got a green
above all,
bracelet for
safe.
that. Because of that, the kids decided to shove her out the door and get free kick from Freddy.
Advanced mobility.
William Afton
They even let them
then
walk around
saw his
during the
chance
day.
to get Charlie,
That
but
means-
realizing she was in
But
trouble,
most
he
importantly,
decided to
they're all
open
tied
the door
into
for her.
some kind of criminal
But
database
that's
so they can
when
detect a
Charlie
predator a mile away.
already noticed
Heck, we should be paying them
there was
to
a
guard
knife
you.
around.
Now
As she was
that
about
being
to grab
said,
it,
no new system is
you
without
already know
its
the rest.
kink.
Then the
You're only the
puppet
second
came
guard
out,
to work at that location. The first guy
went to the
finished his
trash
week,
can to try to
but
save
complained
Charlie.
about conditions.
And when he saw
We
his
switched
green
him over to the
bracelet,
day
he
shift.
looked at it,
So, hey, lucky you, right?
slowly but
Mainly
surely, hey,
his first
Charlie
concern is certain
alive!
characters seem to move around at
And then the
night,
puppet died
and
because
even
of the
attempted
rain.
to get into his office.
Now
from
we
what
see
know,
them
that
in the
should be
music box.
impossible. That restaurant should be
The
the
puppet
safest
would
place
never
on Earth.
forget
So while our engineers don't really
his
have an
face.
explanation for this,
Hence,
the working theory is that the robots were never given a
meanwhile,
proper night
the
mode.
animatronics
So when it gets quiet,
apparently didn't
they
do good
think
with
they're in
their
the wrong
suits, so
room.
the employees
then
tried to
they
fix
go
them.
try to find where the people
But
are,
apparently
and
they
in
were
this
too
case,
old, so
that's your
they
office.
decided to make new plastic
So our
animatronics.
temporary solution is
When
this.
William Afton heard
There's a
about
music
this,
box over by the prize
this
counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely.
he had two
So
options:
just every once
to
in
make
a while,
another killing
switch
spree,
over to the prize counter
or do
video feed
nothing.
and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them.
apparently.
And as for the rest of them, we have an even
William
easier
Afton
solution.
then decides to
You
come
see, there
back
may be
from
a
the
minor
beach
glitch in the system,
and kill
something
all the
about
kids,
robot saying he
who
was
then
an endoskeleton without his costume
on the
on,
toy
and wanted to
animatronics.
stuff you into the suit.
The
So hey,
AI has
we've
taken
given
over.
you an empty Freddy Fazbear head. Problem solved.
Anyway,
You can put it on any time
so
and
pretty
leave it on
soon,
for as long as you want. Eventually,
meanwhile, the
anything that
Wither
will
animatronics
wander
were
back
given
out.
their life back by
Something
puppets,
else worth mentioning is
and
kind
now
of
they
the
were all
quirky
after
modern
the
design of the building.
lifeguard.
You may have noticed
But luckily,
there are
they
no
did
doors
their
for you
best
to
to
close.
survive, especially
But
with the
hey, you
golden
have
one.
light, and even though
On
your
the sixth
flashlight can run
night,
out of
they
power,
were
the
able
building cannot.
to
So don't worry about
they
the
were
place
able
going dark.
the night
Well,
guard
I
was
think
able
that's
to have
it.
his last
You
night
should be
before the
golden.
pizzeria went to
Check the lights,
lockdown.
put on the Freddy head if you need
And
to.
apparently,
Keep the music box wound
that's
up.
when
Piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to
animatronics
you
went
tomorrow.
full aggressive. Michael tried the same thing again, but that only got him fired once again. But he knew he wasn't going to give up. He had to do something. Alright then, well, I think that's all I have to show you. Thank you for watching. Now then, why don't you get in the Donovan suit? Ah!